Hey everybody, hi, it's Rob at Old Style Classics Baseball Cards. Old Style Classics Baseball Cards. And Merry Christmas. It's December 25th, 2023, about 2:49 a.m. And we opened some presents after midnight. We're playing a game, board game. Something about where you guess the different colors and you try to tell people what color they are. And my wife and her mom clobbered me and her dad. And then after midnight, we opened some presents, so got some pretty nice stuff. And got a little ribbon here on the screen so y'all can see that. A little Christmas holiday spirit going on there. And then as we were playing that game and hanging out, that made me realize that this will be the first Christmas that I've ever had without my mom. She passed away in November, on the 7th of November, and that's why we went to Albuquerque and all those videos. And yeah, it just kind of made me a little sad there, realizing this will be the first Christmas in my whole life without my mom. There she is, looking like she's doing something for Halloween there. She got little jack-o'-lantern earrings there, so that's cute. So just wanted to shout out to my mom. Special Christmas. Miss her, and I'll miss getting a card from her and calling and talking to her. Every couple of years we'd go see her. But figured I'd give her a little time in the limelight, let her know I love her. Me and my brothers, we love her, we miss her. Wife misses her. She was a sweet mom, great person, Dolores. And yeah, so it's a little heartbreaking not having your mom for Christmas for the first time ever. But love you, Mom. Alright, so take her off the screen right there. I'll show a little picture. I have one of her licenses. She's looking a little happy there, getting her driver's license. Took one of these. So anyhow, that's her about 10 years ago. So alright, well, just wanted to shout out to my mom, let her and the whole world know I love her and miss her. Set that aside. Take this ribbon out of here. And yeah, I might do a couple videos. I don't know if or what I'm gonna break if I do. I'm gonna throw this Ernie Banks card up here. Give him a little more time in the limelight. Love Ernie Banks. Big Cubs fan. Picked up this autograph card off of eBay about a week and a half ago, maybe. I guess it was in the mail when we got back from Albuquerque, so that's been a couple weeks. Just about 2 weeks now since we've been back. Once again, the reason I like this card, it's from Canadian Club. I believe this is 96 on card autograph that you can order these from Canadian Club, the whiskey. And I think that's super cool because I like oddball stuff. And to get a card out of a liquor brand is pretty cool. It comes with a little certificate of authenticity there. Yep, 96. And then behind this, there's the actual back of the card. At first I thought this was the back of the card, but this comes out. It's just a little certificate that came with these. And yeah, beautiful cards. I mean, that's beautiful. Sorry. That's just a beautiful certificate of authenticity there. I really like the design, the border, the black and gold. It really works well. And that's a pretty nice Ernie Banks card looking there. Looks good. Really sharp looking card. It's a nice autograph too. So Also, rest in peace to Mr. Ernie Banks. So I think what I'm going to do is, you know, I've had quite a year, ups and downs. One of the big ups, it's been a little over a year now. I just hit 6 years of working at my current job, actually last week. And about a year ago, a little over a year ago, became like permanent, as opposed to being sort of part-time. It was something like part-time. Um, I would have some time off every year, but now I'm permanent, so that's good for me and my wife. Get insurance and all that covered, so that's been this year. Then I hit my 6th year. I'm basically at the top level of what I do because I've been there for so long. Been a little bit of a slow year, not completely slow, but got a lot of stuff done. And so, but me and my wife hit our 10th year anniversary this year, so that's been a great decade. So that's great. But nevertheless, last time I saw my mom was last summer. Not this one that just passed, but 2022. So then, of course, I lost her just over a month ago. And so that's tough on any guy or any family. She had a great life, long life, had a lot of fun, but she seemed to just keep go, and then her body just kind of couldn't keep up with her. So obviously those are probably the 3 biggest things that happened in my life for this last year, year-ish. Started this channel up, I don't know, what would it be, probably September-ish, somewhere around there. Started recording about videos in that time frame, but I just hadn't decided what I wanted to call my channel because I was trying to get into my old YouTube channel, my old style classics page, but I can't get the email address. I can't find that email anymore, so kind of lost that. But then I finally got on eBay, on YouTube, and it let me set up another one with my email, so they do things different than they did about 15 years ago. So I started doing all these videos and ordering all this stuff off of eBay because what I'm trying to do is, get a different kind of Allen and Ginter card from all the different years, just the little different odd things that they do. I'm just showing you this Rizzo that we picked up the other night, and this is my team, the Cubs, and this is 2017, so just after they won the World Series finally after 108 years. So maybe this relic is from the year he played in 2016 when they won the World Series, and we got to go see the Cubs a couple times. Once in Oakland and down in San Diego, we got to go see them that year. And so it's nice getting this, but anyways, what I'm trying to say is, I'm trying to get different kind of Allen and Ginter cards that they've done over the years, so obviously a full-size relic. I love collecting the minis, and then, getting a Brooklyn back. So that would be a check. I'd need a Brooklyn back, a 101 check, or an employee autograph card, box loader autograph, a box loader relic, like those World's Dudes cards, or where the monsters live, and let's say a book card, a metal card, a printing plate, just all the little different things that they've done over the years. And so this year when I started up these videos, I went out and I started buying up a lot of that stuff on eBay to kind of fill in my collection that I didn't get in person, because I like to pull stuff. You see me, I like to open and pull my own things, but if I can't, then I'm gonna go and I'll purchase it off of eBay nowadays. Now that I'm like more permanent at work, I feel like I got a little more disposable income where I can start doing this stuff and not have to worry about not working for a few months or whatever. Anyhow, so that's one of the things I'm trying to do with Allen and Ginter. I like doing that because I like these old style classic cards. I like old cards, but Allen and Ginter's has enough weird different things that they do in it that it's like a modern version of finding all this stuff from like the pre-war era. You know, like different caramel cards and different tobacco cards and all these different things. Well, Allen and Ginter kind of does that. They put out like 50 different things in each set. And, you know, like, if they put 50 different kind of sets and subsets and parallels and all that kind of options in each set, you know, 48 of them are weird, different things, you know. Well, maybe more like 40. So it's fun. It's fun to try to do all that stuff, especially when in the past you couldn't do it. And so now I'm able to go and kind of search for some of these things and then find some of this stuff that they don't normally get, like those wrestling cards that you can't get in the regular set. So for me, that's kind of a fun thing. I continue on to get oddball stuff and, you know, like this, like the Ernie Banks. I do like 80s era. That's when I started collecting. And 70s, I'll go back. I don't mind the 50s and 60s either, but mostly more modern or pre-war. Did pick up some big stuff this year. For example, my Grail card, or what I always called my White Whale card that I've been chasing for 18 years, was the 2006 Allen and Ginter mini-framed autograph of Danica Patrick. So I've done episodes on that where I finally picked that card up after 18 years. I PC Andre Dawson, so I got a bunch of Andre Dawson stuff. So I picked up my Grail card this year. Just a month ago, I picked up my first Playing Days Mickey Mantle card. Then some of the other things I got to do this year, like we just went and seen Stevie Nicks. I've always had a big crush and loved Stevie Nicks my whole life. We just saw her like a week and a half ago. You know, I really like this 2023 Allen and Ginter set. It's just beautiful to me. It's epic design this year. They did a lot this year. I really appreciate that. Just pulled the Justin Fields chase card out of Goodwin the other day. You know, hand numbered 4 of 25. You know, so it's been quite an eventful year for me. I always loved Stevie Nicks. Like I said, we went to go see her. Got to see her in concert. Then, of course, when I was a teenager going into high school, or right in high school, had a crush on Debbie Gibson. Always liked her music, even though I'm more of a country and hard rock kind of guy. But finally got to see her in concert. Just her, like a full-on concert, not just her playing a couple songs. Which I seen her a couple years ago, just part of that mixtape tour, but I finally got to go see her in a full-on concert over here in Livermore, California, just up the road. And I actually got to shake her hand, meet her, talk with her, ask her a few questions, kind of make an idiot of myself. Just not bad, but kind of starstruck. Got to meet her, get autographed with her, talk to her, got a few pictures, hugged her and all that, and so that was big. And I remember calling my mom and telling her about, hey, I went to see this concert and guess what, I got to meet her. And she goes, oh yeah, I kind of remember you talking about her way back then. And so that was kind of neat that she got to know that, you know. You know, so a lot of big things started up this channel. Old style classics baseball cards, and there's my boy Andre. Oh, and I forgot the other day when I was talking about They gave you 54 out of this 84 set, and you can tell the difference, and they moved it down to 42 by 1988. So you can see how skinnier those are, but got me a bunch of Andre Dawson stuff this year. A lot of stuff that I wanted to have that I never was able to pull myself, and I got tons of that. You know, gone to a ton of different card shops, you know, from Albuquerque to California. Picked up some stuff all over the place, show you some videos of that stuff. Started up this YouTube channel to kind of talk about the kind of stuff that I like those Ginters and the Oddball stuff. Because yeah, people were showing some of this stuff, but they would just be like, oh, here's a cool card, check out, I got a 96 Canadian Club Ernie Banks, and you know, blah blah blah, and okay, and I got a Mike Scott card in this one, and over here, and then and then I got an Andre Dawson here, and it was like, you know, they're showing 10 cards in like 10 minutes or 7 minutes, and then I would go and look up the kind of stuff that I wanted to talk about, or like oddball stuff, or you know, Allen and Ginter, and all you would really see is people doing breaks. So, you know, I don't do breaks. I don't mind watching some of those break channels, but, you know, I don't want to just see somebody breaking, you know, 20 people putting out a video of, okay, here's the Allen and Ginter box that we're going to open 6 of them in the next 30 minutes. Alright, here. Oh, hey, there's your hit. Oh, hey, this guy's got a hit. And okay, well, that's going in your stack. Okay, next guy. Oh, there's Cunha. You know, and I'm not talking about them. And then usually the ones that were doing that don't understand. A lot of times, in my opinion, they're like the ones that criticize it and don't like it. And so they're just going through it. And they're like, oh, stupid mini card. I hate that. They should get rid of that. And I'm like, no, this is what I like. This is what a lot of people like. And I don't just want to flip through and see 5 cards in a 10-minute video, and they don't really talk about it other than, oh, well, there's an Acuna, and he's doing good this year, but you can get him in Chrome and all this, and, oh, let's talk about his rookie card again. And, you know, I want to sit back and kind of take a look at why I think that's a cool card. You know, why is that a short print? How short printed is it? You know, how neat is all that? Oh, well, what's the deal with this guy? Why is he on a card? Well, let's find out. Let's take a look at his base card. Show it with this one, and oh, here's some other Ermsy cards that are in the set, like the Hot Box Parallels, a super cool card. You know, why do I like this Schwarber card? Oh, it's just a relic. It's worth $3 or $4, $5, maybe 15, depends where you're at. You know, maybe in Chicago and Philadelphia, this is worth $15. Here in California, this card's probably worth $5 if you're lucky. But you'll say, well, why is that important to you? Well, let me tell you a story of being a Cubs fan and spending 50 years rooting on the Cubs and never thinking they're going to do anything, and then they finally do it, and that's why I appreciate this guy. So I want to give him some time in the limelight, talk about it, you know. So that's why my videos tend to go on a long time, people. It's because I try to make some videos shorter, and sometimes I feel like I just want to kind of zip through a few things because I want to open my eBay stuff. I want to show you guys that stuff, and maybe I only got 2 things and I have nothing else to open, so maybe that's going to be the short video. So okay, I talked about it for a couple minutes and I told some story about it, or you know, how I missed meeting Ernie Banks in 1988 at that Legends for Lobos, but how I got Bob Gibson's autograph at that. But as a Cubs fan, always wishing I can get that. You know, I want to tell those stories. I want to hear those stories. I know you don't always want to watch that stuff, and I get it. If people don't watch through, or all of them, or feel I go on too long or whatever. But the reason I started doing the videos I do is because nobody was doing the kind of videos that I felt I wanted to see. I was getting 40% from this video, 20% from that video, and then the other videos that were kind of similar to what I wanted was talking about stuff that I really didn't collect. You know, a lot of people are just pure vintage. You know, they would just want 50s. They, you know, if you're collecting the 57 set and talking about that for an hour, and that's fine, that's cool, and I'll watch those. But nobody was talking about the stuff that I like, other than just a few. You know, like Mangini will show stuff, great stuff, but a lot of times he's like just zipping through the 10 cards. And I don't mean zipping through like the breakers, but you know, he'll go into depth about some of them. But sometimes I'm like listening to it at work, just in my headphones, or when I'm going to sleep or something, and it's like, okay, I'm watching a 10-minute video. It's got like 3 ads attached to it, which is fine for people, except for those ads that go on for like 25 minutes, and that should be against the rules, or you should be allowed to be like, hey, this is the kind of stuff I want advertised on my page or not. I only allow like 30-second videos to interrupt it. But you know, I'm sitting there and I'm trying to listen to some guy talk for 10 minutes about 10 cards, and I'm sitting through like 3 commercials, and so I'm falling asleep or something and trying to, you know, listen to this, or at work, and it just gets interrupted. And then when that's not, you know, so that's just kind of breaks it up. That kind of sucks. And then next thing you know, it's over, and it's like, okay, now I got to get back on the computer, go onto my screen, scroll and look and look and look and look and look for one video I haven't seen, or something that I want to see, like on, let's say I want to see on a Ginter video. So now I have to scroll through like 200 videos of pack breakers breaking like a case of Allen and Ginter, and just zip, 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 zip. Oh yeah, here's the card you got, this card you got, this card you got. All right, let's move on. You know, and so it's hard to find the stuff that you want. And then when you find some of the stuff that you're interested in, it's like 12-year-old videos of such low quality, it's hard to watch, or the lighting, and you can't see the cards. So I'm trying to fill a niche that I feel I wasn't able to find, at least, and I just want to talk about cards and go on like I'm doing right now. And so that's kind of what my little coming to the end of the year recap, I guess. It's not recapping the cards I got, just recapping why I'm doing these videos. And I was going to show you these other cards, but I'll, you know, already at 24 minutes. So I'll end this one, and then we'll come back. I'll just recap this video and then show you some stuff. We've saved this Topps Holiday Box 2023 to open, but we're pretty busy today, and my wife was running around doing stuff, and then got to watching a movie and then playing those games and listening to some Christmas music, eating, and opening presents. So we didn't get around to this. So we'll do that sometime later today, because I want to do this for Christmas. And maybe what I'm going to do in one of the next videos, I want to show you, we'll go through this 87 Flair Update 10. And I got some other things I'd like to show. I don't know if I'm going to break anything. If I do any breaking, it would be this rack back. But nevertheless, just want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas, kind of recap why I'm doing what I do, and kind of to refresh myself on not feeling, I pressure myself sometimes to be like, oh dude, you got to really cut these down, you know, get that down to like 15 minutes, you know, instead of 25 or 30 minutes or 40 minutes. And I still want to do some of those videos, but at the same time, I also want videos out there that are more in depth, going into the kind of stuff that I'm interested in. And if other people are interested in it, I love for them to watch the videos, comment, and if you do like this kind of stuff, you can subscribe. You know, we can exchange subscriptions and those kind of things, and you know, hopefully you guys can appreciate what I'm trying to do. And you know, for some people this might be what I'm talking about. Wow, I like these kind of videos, people go into the depth of this card, but I'm not interested in Allen & Ginter. I don't get Allen & Ginter or whatever, and I always try to explain what Allen & Ginter's is all about. So I get it. I do try to throw in some of the other stuff that I do come across, like this, you know, or I will open Chrome, or, you know, Bowman Platinum and those kind of things, Flagship. I do try to show my vintage cards when I get them, or pre-war. But at this point in time, I will pick up this stuff here and there when I come across it. But really, at this point in time, what I'm into is finding the different stuff here, because that's what's interesting to me. That's what I like. And so I hope you guys can enjoy my videos if you know more about what I'm up to and why I do what I do. And you know, try to show you, you know, I even got a few graded cards, but not really doing the graded, but you know, other sports and all that I'll pick up too, just not as much. I'm mostly 99% going to be baseball, or the oddball stuff that comes with Allen & Ginter, let's say. Or maybe 90%, and then 10% other stuff. But anyways, just want to wish you all Merry Christmas. I'll be right back. And once again, just in honor of my mom, Dolores Marie, I think her name was Dahlia, really, like her birth certificate name that she never went by. So I think it's Dahlia Marie Dolores Trussell Sutter Hayes. Just a great mom. Cared, always wished that she always told me she wished she could have done more for us, and I'm like, Mom, I don't need anything else from you. You already gave me everything that I ever needed, and I'm here today because of you, and my life's been a great blessing. Thank God. Merry Christmas. Happy birthday, Jesus. And Merry Christmas to everybody, and happy holidays. And love you, Mom. Alright, thanks, people, for listening to me go ramble on. Bye.